last week, everyone, Nami. You know that Kenry Suda is my favorite voice actor, right? Of the yeah, Kenry Suda. I love every Kenry Suda role, right? Ogata, Kori Kamui, Overhaul, Macadamia, and so on, right? Ogata is probably my favorite of all his roles, though. And of course, Nanami. So yeah, last episode was great. I just want to say it again. Last episode is probably my favorite, you know. I'm a big Nanami fan, so yeah, I mean, I like Nanami more than I Gojo. Gojo's a good cat too, but man, Nanami. I'm like, oh, it was a great episode. It really was. It was a fantastic episode. And what can I say? I mean, that's where the voice actor really makes it shine more, right? You know, I'm sure the manga is great as well. Obviously, it's a good manga, but you know, that's what like good voice actor really comes up there. But especially that scene with Nanami was just so much like, the feeling of it. Because otherwise, how would I say it? But I think other animes, right? You can have a really dramatic scene or whatever, but it doesn't really rely so much on the voice actor sometimes. It can be the visuals or whatever, right? Or it can be both and so on. But that scene felt very much like this is like that's your speech here. So that was great. Anyways, for the guys, there have been some people that I know that do other YouTubers, anime and stuff like that, that had issues with this anime and Frieren, okay? So it's a little bit worrisome, to be honest here. I'm not gonna show you any copy stuff this video then, because it's a little bit worrisome. And I know that in the past, there's been also with this anime. So it's a little bit, we will see. But I'm a little worried because but also TV time was, yeah, whatever, I digress, but that's the reason why. And also I want to do another experiment, right? But anyway, let's start watching it, guys. But I'm just gonna yeah, because since people talk about saying like getting, you know, the videos removed and so on about this anime, so I might even go back and start doing private things on my old videos. So if you haven't seen my old Jujutsu Kaisen videos, might give maybe you should do it now. No, but honestly, because yeah, maybe. One thing I do, right, is sometimes if other YouTubers saying that, oh yeah, this anime, everyone is like getting, you know, remove the videos and so on, usually I private them, right, you know, so you still have them there, or sometimes even delete them myself, right, like pre. But anyway, so I just want to point it out because this anime that has been hit by a lot of people the last week here, so it is what it is, guys. I'm thinking it's safe today then. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But yeah, like I said, I'm taking it safe here. So it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, that being said, though, I usually don't have issues with MAPPA shows. As a side note, yeah. So of course it's a MAPPA show. But the MAPPA is nice to me. I even interviewed a MAPPA animator 2 years ago, right? There was a Sobel Sega. So MAPPA usually nice to me. So that's usually fine. But of course it also depends on who was making, who was actually owns the anime in the end, right? But anyway, so we're gonna see, of course, Yuji meeting up with the brother here. You know, with the red power. Yeah, here we see exactly manipulation of the crimson stuff. Interesting here though. I will admit here, guys, you know, like I'm a big Jujutsu Kaisen fan, but I will admit, last week after I finished that episode, I had to go in and be a little bit like, okay, how I had to be no, but he keeps talking about his brothers, you know, all the time, right? And I had to be like, who is his brothers? Now I was like, it's those two guys, right? Yeah, but I was like, oh yeah. It's like a cursed painting or whatever it's called. I will admit I had to go to Wikipedia and like read about the cursed painting thing again there. Of course, it's season 1, right? But I was like, okay, but how does that work? Or because they don't look the same at all. But no, they're created by the same person that created like the cursed painting. So leave a comment below, guys, if I answered correctly. But obviously they're family, but they're like because they're created by the same person in the history back in the past, right? That's why they're his brothers, because they're all created by the same guy, I suppose, right? And he's so this guy here now, he's like half human, half curse, whatever that means. Honestly, I'm a little bit perplexed by that. He's half or something. But yeah, he wants revenge, of course. The powers here, yeah, convergence. He's been kind of hiding in the past though, earlier to kind of avoid double impact. Huh. Can't move my arm anymore. Oh, here we go. Yeah, did my brother tell you a word? Yeah, I mean, if it's bad, think of the opening and so on. But like I said, right, I am still a little bit. I had to also go back and we see if after the opening here, I'm expecting Yuji to also be the same way. Like, who's your brothers? But that's what I said, right? I was really complex by that. I was like, yeah, what is the brothers here? Who's this then? And they don't look exact. I mean, he's gonna have no ways knowing anything because this is what I keep saying, right? But maybe I spoiled myself a little bit because yeah, he keeps saying brothers all the time. And like I said, I actually went and read on Wikipedia a little bit, just to get a little bit of the understanding of the Curse painting. And I was like, huh, maybe what you said it was like a preempted thing because maybe should explain it now, I suppose, in the episode. Because it felt so weird to me to keep talking about the brothers. And I was like, maybe I wasn't wrong. Maybe the viewers would know that. I admit it. I was, like I said, I was confused by the constantly saying brothers, Kyodai, you know, all the time. I was like, who is his Kyodai? So I was like, I gotta read up this. But here we go. So that's made now, right? Yeah, my two brothers. And he does actually figure it out. Oh, he knew who he meant. Okay. Yeah, they were sad. Yeah. Yeah, this is your older brother. Yeah, he's like, Oni-chan! Oni-chan is powering up. Yeah, it's back to Mei. Yeah, of course, Mei, obviously Boa Hancock and so on, right? You know I love Mei. No, but the best thing with Mei is that she's Sailor Moon, right? That is something people never understand, but she is Sailor Moon. Right? Original Sailor Moon is voiced by the same woman that does Boa Hancock and Mei and Legendary Tay and so on, right? Yeah. Of course I know that because, you know, with One Piece, that's why I know she's she's Sailor Moon Usagi-chan. So I guess his power share. So he makes like a coffin. It's like a timer. Yeah, it's a weird domain. This is like, I do the meme thing. I'm like, understanding cursed abilities. If I can escape, yeah, you need to like escape in the time. Yeah, you need to escape it in this time frame. Okay. But she easily gets out of it. Yeah, it summons this thing on you. Well, yeah, can the brother find something? It's like, are you okay? Because, you know, honestly, I have no idea, guys. I mean, we have this character, right? You know, her Ototo character, right? Which I was like, Nissan, Mei, Nissan. But I have no idea what he's gonna do. He's just like a supportive character. He just stands there like, hey, Mei-san. He doesn't do much. He's like her squire, I guess that would be called it. Yeah, he's the squire. He carries the weapon or something. He's the guy. But that's true. Yeah, good point. He's like he never hits. Yeah, he can. Huh. But if you can only catch one person, and she could use chromatic, maybe she can send a crow inside of it. Or have him do it then, yeah, or the brother. He's like, yes, yeah, of course, Nissan. Oh, Mei, Nissan. Yeah, this guy is like every Vyosher. Mei-san, yes, I will do it for Mei. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna power up, and she's gonna hide her powers, so he will be the target instead, right? Yeah, and then the curse should be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go for him instead. She literally said it! He's a squire, he's my mule! So he's only my mule, he can also do something else as well. I love to use jutsu, so he's what, shadow jutsu? So yeah, Kagen and put something. Okay, so he's just there to counter domain something. That's his power, is like escape artist of domains or something. But like I said, I was wondering what he even does. This guy is here to like counter stuff. He's like, hey, he can free himself something. Oh yeah, the guy is still. So happening? I don't know. Did she do something? Oh, the crow was back. Oh, here we go. May's gonna explain how to get a pay raise or something. Binding with your life. Oh, you're gonna explain the powers? I like each other's poses. The best of his May. They're gonna explain May's power. Just doing a pose. He's almost posing, man. But seriously, I mean, you know, I have this huge Boa Hancock figure over there, right? So you can go and watch the videos. My videos. I have this like massive Boa Hancock figure. May is so incredibly similar to Boa Hancock. I mean, they have to have. They're like, get that Boa Hancock voice actor. She's so similar. She's like. She doesn't like voice. Yeah, it doesn't voice thing. But okay, well, what's the power do then? Bird. Oh, okay. That's how it works. She's like using the crows to sacrifice them. Yeah, okay, and then throw with that. Okay, that's how it works. She controls crows to. Okay, weird power actually. But does that apply for anything then? So, so you can like use someone's life force to get stronger because you do it for like any animal. I mean, obviously she is crows. Oh, I get that. She's cows so. But I mean, if I had like pigs, could I do like my buttas? Could they do the same thing then? And does it help if it's like a bigger animal or something? Now crows can fly though, so that's of course beneficial versus a pig. But if I had, I don't know, an eagle or something, would that be the same thing? If I was like, eagle strike. If I was like, yeah, I got 50 eagles. Would that be the exact same thing then? I guess so. Oh, okay. Only Gojo can... This is every episode like, only Gojo can avoid the bird strike. Only Gojo-kun. Oh yeah, now Keiko's more crows here. So certainly feels similar. Okay, so gonna meet up with Ghetto. Certainly feels similar, right? Yeah. It's like got my crows going on, man. I get back to Yuji. He's clearly a long range character, right? So he's like trying to keep distance. What's he doing? He's what? Levitating? Classic Yuji, man. I mean, Yuji is very much written as like that. How to say it, right? He's written as like the natural instinct guy. He's like, oh, I can just float something. Yeah. I guess Supernova is gonna be that he goes around him, right? Probably. Oof. That! Oh, man, yeah, this scene? Here we go, man. He goes, yeah, that... Oof. That looks pretty... It always feels like the take on your back always looks bad because, I don't know, but like in anime or whatever, in real life, it feels like people can easily take like a lot of back stuff but don't actually die from it. So it's just like a straight up like, oh, yeah, oh no. What's he doing now? What? He grabs him. Oh no, he gets his feet or something. But he's... Yeah, but he... You know, of course, it's cray, so he does it anyway. And gets him regardless. Okay. It's a good anime fight, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it is always nice, right? This is one of the things that I feel it kind of does well, right? The waiting to fight, the animated wait, right? Season 1, of course, you know, I mean, you know how much I love Todor, you know, with the boogie woogie right there. Oh yeah, best of brother. But I think the anime is really good at this stuff here. When you feel like stuff has a lot of weight to it. It does feel like stuff is happening, right? Like they actually will have, like it feels like, you know, there's weight behind it, right? And I pointed out that I think Gleipnir is an anime that aired 2 years ago. Gleipnir is interesting because it's quite like the low-budget anime, but what they did really well, especially episode 1 and 2 Gleipnir, said if everything has weight to it, right? This is weird mascot thing, but the mascot when it moves, it feels like it's heavy, right? It feels actually heavy, and I think same thing here when he's like pushing him the wall, and you see the wall kind of crackling behind him and so on. So, and that's kind of that Mappa style to it, of course, especially. But oh, now he gets him again. Huh? Oh, it didn't affect him. Okay, what? I don't know. I think this guy Mickey Mouse back. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. There's a guy, of course, at Mickey Mouse told at the school. Yeah, they also have a guy with the same. They probably are they related? I have to say I wondered that. I was trying not to get spoiled, so it's a little bit like I didn't want to look at that, but I think they are related somehow. I think him and Kamo are related. Like maybe he's like the creator of the cursed paintings. Is his like ancestor or something like that? Leave a comment below. I don't want to get spoiled too much, but I feel that they're related, right? They even look kind of similar, honestly. These two guys. Oh, see, yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's like the family. Yeah, but it's like it's family lineage, and it's like the really good power and. Yeah, thanks for nothing. Like thanks for nothing, man. He has no weakness. Oh, great advice. Yeah, retreat. It's like he has no weakness. Very useful information here. The funny thing is that yesterday I just watched, of course, Shadow Imminence. Yesterday, then we had also the same power basically, and I'm also watching currently Gen V, right? You know, the boy spin-off with the main character also has his power. So this is quite a popular power to have, right? Yeah, quite a popular malicious power to have, right? Definitely. I think it has a crazy strategy. Yeah, he's no fool. He did, yeah, exactly. He had this patent trap, right? That guy is not stupid. It's something weird. He's gonna. Oh yeah, that is weakness though. That is weakness, of course. Here we go. His weakness is he cares too much about his brothers. Exactly. So now it's like I'm gonna do some. You know, your brother was a coward. Yeah. Yeah. Yovamushi and so on. Yeah, we're gonna call them Yova and so on. Yeah, that's his weakness clearly. He can't handle any kind of. Just like them. But obviously Mickey Mouse he's put Mickey Mouse somewhere else. And this is very obvious. He's taking Mickey Mouse, put it somewhere else, right? And he's obviously gonna hide somewhere and like come from the direction to one. It's very, very clear. Water. What? Well, I guess it's sprinklers. Does water can knock out his powers, maybe? Is that how it works? Maybe. Yeah. It's easy to manipulate. Yeah, you're so easy. Here we go. Obviously coming behind him and so on. I mean, this was clear. Of course. I mean, it's obvious. Yeah, of course. Obvious. Jesus Christ. But that was very. That is. That's his actual weakness, right? You know, we're gonna jump out from like provoking him, right, with the brother. With any comment about his brothers. Get behind him. I guess the sprinklers will. I guess the water will like. I don't know, prevent his power somehow, a little bit less. Probably. Yeah, the coagulation. Ah, yeah, that's true. I see. That's how his powers get power. Well, I guess it's a very specific stochastic, but yeah, obviously it coagulates, and I guess his powers get stronger if it can coagulate. So because of all the liquid, this is true though. And aside of the course, I think water poisoning works like this as well, right? So if you get water poisoned, which sounds weird, but water poisoning is just drinking too much water, too much liquid, right? And I believe the current, there's a theory is acid great with water poison. But anyway, so water in that stuff, what it actually does, this is that you drink water and get like a bad water right now, is that if you have too much water in your body, that makes the blood in your body too thin or whatever, right? Like it's too hard for the body to have like a because you know the body, everything in your organs, whatever, right? needs to have a certain density. So if you have too much liquid in your body, usually it's pure water, then it gets too much dispersed, right? So you have a hard time to like. I think it takes too much time for the oxygen to move in your body or whatever. So yeah, that's basically that's an easy way to look at it. Your body system, right? Your body's system with the stuff, the speed of your oxygen, right, carried by your red blood cells, is connected to the density of course red blood cells, and the red blood cells, they get thinned out by too much water, or makes it move slower. Okay, so like science answer, okay, nerd, okay, science answer, but that's basically it. That's how you get the water poisons. Exactly. Here we go. Yeah, blah blah blah. Red blood cells, but that's basically it, right? They get too like dispersed, which is literally how it works when you get the. Yeah. What can he do now then? Maybe he can empower himself. Man, this is a good, yeah, it's a good like duel now here. They're getting into a good duel, but I mean they are kind of similar. Now they're getting into like the last final straw here. Yeah, cuts. What? Oh man, it ends with that thing. That's how it ends. Time is too early. Sorry about that. It ends at how it ends. I was gonna say that, or yeah, it's more. But I was gonna say that. I was gonna come into that. But this the last bit here. It's Door's in trouble though. No, but I feel he can probably control in his body or something. That's what I was saying. But I just yesterday, right? I mean, like I said, yesterday I watched 2 other anime, or what anime now is with similar power. And the problem, I think, just like in Gen V, right? The biggest strength of the whole like manipulation of blood or whatever is you can do it in someone else's body, right? Yeah, that's the biggest issue, right? If they can like burst inside your body, then you're basically screwed, right? And that's kind of what we get there in the end, right? Yeah, but I think that's the biggest issue or the biggest strength of it or whatever, right? Like you have the power level to do it inside of someone. It depends, of course, how the power actually works. And in some animes or whatever, right? Because honestly, this is a very common power, right? Like I said, yeah, I just watched another anime with it. And I've seen, it's in Naruto and so on, right? A bunch of different animes power. But honestly, it is probably one of the best powers in a lot of ways. Well, I wouldn't say, okay, it depends on how you look at it. Let's review it in power scale here. No, but let's power scale. No, what I mean, is from a general standpoint, it's a really good power. But of course, it isn't like uber imba like time traveling or whatever, right? Yeah, obviously, usually abstract powers, right, are almost always the best powers in any anime, when in gaming or whatever, right? Powers like I said, time traveling, dimension traveling, whatever, right? Weird concept like doors or something. Yeah, the powers that do weird stuff, right? Because you can extend it usually depending on the author, right? So for example, the power with doors. Although, I don't mean in One Piece, because there's a guy in Marvel that has a door power as well, and he can open up doors anywhere, right? Because what is a door power? I can open a door anywhere I want in the world, right? So I can open up a door to any place that I want, if I have the door magic power, right? And also inside of, yeah, so on. So it's like a weird thing, right? Yeah. So abstract powers can be incredibly OP, right? So if you ignore them, right? Ignore them. We talk about like, ice and fire magic and so on, yeah. Then this kind of crimson magic, right, is certainly one of the best powers. So yesterday we had Queen Elizabeth doing it, right? No, too much body, the vampire, she can do so, yeah. And what she can do is she can trigger it inside people's body, right? This kind of you see here in the end as well, right? And that's a very typical abstract of that power. Okay, I can like use it and like move something to your body, right? And of course the range might be different, right, depending on how strong I am, and sometimes it's limited by the anime. Maybe you can't do it against someone's body, right? But usually they can, right, if it's strong enough. So that's very powerful. But also I would say that, yeah, the Crimson spell is very powerful, because you also might either, which is very common, right, in supernatural stuff for vampires, is that they have healing powers, right, based on this thing, right? So they can use heal themselves, like we saw then in Shadow Imminence, or you can play, I don't know, League of Legends or whatever. With Vladimir, you can heal. You can heal. So that's a very common attribute, right? Which of course makes you be hard to defeat because you can heal yourself during that. But also, was thinking about, it gives you this weird, maybe again depending on the storyline, right? Yeah, it gives you that weird like empowering thing as well, right? You know, like, oh, maybe I can jump higher, maybe I can run faster because I can. Like, it's like a ability to buff my muscles, right? Like I said earlier, if you drink too much water, right, the density is is decreased, and it makes it go slower, right? But if you can control that up and down, and you can, by controlling basically how fast the oxygen travels in your body, you might be able to breathe faster or whatever. So there's a bunch of different ways. Obviously, this is kind of like magical powers, right? But there's clearly a bunch of different ways how the author can be like, well, this guy can run faster than a normal human because he can make the oxygen in his system move twice as fast. So he can breathe twice as much oxygen, so he can run faster. And maybe that isn't exactly how it would work in science, but you know, most people are like, right? But most people are like, it's magical power, it works, right? Yeah, so it really is a very, very powerful power, and I think we see it very often in video games and other animes. Probably one of the most common powers, though, certainly. Yeah, that's probably actually one of the reasons why it's so powerful too, because I can sit here and mention like 30, 40 other whatever, fictional works, whatever, with the same power, and some of them are of course exactly the same, right? But it also means the variation of it. Different authors, different makers, different developers, right? It had different versions of it. That shows you how powerful it is, because of course in theory, someone could have all the 40 different versions of it. One person could have all of them at the same time, right? But anyway, I digress. That was much of the powers. Let's talk about Mei too a bit before I forget there. Sorry. It also was some other character på igen. Mei is interesting. She's very powerful, but I think she almost has like a cheat code, right? Because she's like, oh, I have this terrible power, crows. Crows. And she's like, I've trained, I've been training my whole life, so I can like still have a chance without that, right? And then in the end, she's like, well, actually, it's pretty good though. Yeah, but actually, it's like, well, actually, I can do this thing with my crows. Yeah, it's like, what? But like I said earlier, in the reaction report, it does feel to me that her power will be exactly the same if you have any other animal, right? If you use the concept that of life, right? Oh, but crows are life, so they can do this thing, right? It really sounds to me like an eagle will do the exact same thing, or actually probably be better, because an eagle usually flies faster, right? A falcon flies faster than a crow. So if anything, it's like, well, I guess, but if someone has like 500 falcons, isn't that better? I'm sorry, Mei fans. I mean, Mei, of course, is the best, but it's like, yeah, but what if you had like, I think it's like one of the falcons is the fastest diving animal. What is the fastest bird? There is it's some kind of, the peregrine falcon is the fastest animal ever, I think. Yeah, that is the fastest animal this is, the peregrine falcon, because it can dive and get this incredible speed, right? So that obviously would be better. Like, honestly, yeah, if you had 500 peregrine falcons, that's way more quicker than 500 crows, okay? They fly like more than twice as fast as a crow, I think. Let's see, crow flying speed, that 100 NPM. Oh my god, it's like 6 times faster than a crow. Okay, yeah, so the falcon is 6 times faster than a crow, okay? I'm sorry, Mei fans, but Mei could be better. She could be like, I could do any bird, okay? Because yeah, the falcon 6 times faster. And please subscribe, slap button, and I'll see you guys with more anime tomorrow.